JAMB UTME 2026 candidates, stop. Oh yeah, stop. Do you have any textbook there? Throw away that textbooks. Throw away that textbook fast. No time, no time. Based on popular demand, we will have to treat this question because I'm a good guy. I will explain it to you. I will teach you. You don't need any textbook. Like I always say, you don't need to be reading textbooks to pass your JAMB UTME to score 300 plus. You need no textbooks. This just concluded JAMB UTME 2025. At least 20 of my candidates scored 280 and above. 20 of my candidates, at least 20, scored 280 and above. So what are you doing, chemistry students? Make una fall out. All the chemistry students, everybody fall out. Better day. Now they tell you say JAMB no easy, JAMB no easy, JAMB hard, JAMB no easy. Yes, man, JAMB easy. Easy. You don't need textbook to prepare. JAMB they repeat question on this test there. JAMB they repeat question on the kum. You better sit well or get your pen and paper, pen down. As we know they use textbook, now pen and paper will they use. Get your pen and paper as I talk. You they listen. You are writing down anything you understand. Let's go. JAMB must repeat question 5. First of all, let me quickly time JAMB UTME for always repeating this question. JAMB UTME. Now God will bless una for always repeating this question. Now God will bless una. Una try. Una try. Now God will bless una. Thank you for always repeating this question. Every year they always repeat question from periodic table, periodicity. What's going on? JAMB, kudos to you guys. You have the good of the students at heart. Let's go. The question reads, the group 8 elements are the inert gases because they A. have low pair of electrons on their valence shell. B. all have completely filled valence shell. C. are all solids. D. are all polyatomic molecules. JAMB 2026 candidates, what's your answer? The place where you be say you will take right inside examination hall. Now where you be say you don't know the periodic table, especially the modern periodic table. So if you are using an old chemistry textbook where you don't have the new periodic table, where you don't have the modern periodic table, no, you go cry. You go cry. You know that pain where you be say you know something, you know something, but the one where you go know can't go be the wrong one. Or the wrong person teach you something. You can't enter examination hall, can't go pick that thing with the wrong person teach you. But for your mind, you think say, I know him. You suffer yourself, you learn and finish. You dey inside your head, but you can't go be saying that the wrong thing you learn. That feeling is so disheartening. I've experienced it times with that number. You know how many exams I don't write? Now we be exam customers. Examination. This JAMB that you are writing now, I've taken it 7 times. 7 complete times. I've taken JAMB UTME 7 times. I also know of one guy that has taken this JAMB UTME 10 times. That's a decade of taking JAMB UTME. That's a decade of exhibiting JAMB customership. Trust me guys, it is not a good experience. It is a very, very terrible experience, very horrible, emotional toll. Not everyone can be that consistent and persevere in doing such, okay? Many people, even me myself, I even go learn business at the time. I went to learn business. Back to the question. If you don't know the periodicity or the modern periodic table, that's why if you are using old chemistry textbook, it's time to go and change that your old chemistry textbook now and get the latest edition of your chemistry textbook. Okay, so in the modern periodic table, group 8 elements they are called, according to the periodicity, they are called the noble gases. Another word here where we say if you don't know, you don't enter another one chance, be inert gases. What is the meaning of inert? Anywhere you see inert, just remember stability. So inert means stable. Stable, cannot take part in a chemical reaction. Completely stable, completely okay. You know if you react again. When you say a gas is inert, they can't take part in a chemical reaction. No matter if you like carry fluorine pour put, it no go react. You know fluorine is the most electronegative element on earth. So pour fluorine put, concentrated fluorine, it no go react because it's what? It's inert, it's stable. Since they are called the noble gas, remember, in old periodic table, you will see this thing as group 0. You will see this thing as group 0 instead of group 8. Okay? You see it as group 0. He said the inert gases, why are they inert gases, the group 8 elements? Like we said before, according to the periodicity, the group 8 elements are what? The noble gases. They are the noble gases. And according to the law of periodicity, the group 8 elements are called noble gases because their outermost shell or valence shell. You know how to draw the orbital diagram? See my video on that if you don't know that. So they are called noble gases because they are stable. Number 1. And number 2, why are they stable? They are stable because they have a completely filled outermost shell. Their outermost shell or their valence shell is completely filled. They can never accept electron nor donate electron because it's completely what? Full. So since we now know that the noble gases, or they can also be called the rare gases, have completely filled Atomos share or valence share? What is the answer? D is not the answer. They are polyatomic molecules. No. C are all solids is not the answer. They are gases. A is not the answer. Have lone pair of electrons on their valence share. No, this is not the answer. When you say an element has lone pair of electrons on its atomos share, what does that mean? You know that the electrons come in pair 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. So when you have one, that's lone pair. Is not completely pair. It's lone. When it doesn't pair, one this side, 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 opposites, opposite to each other. So that's how to draw the orbital diagram. So when you say lone pair, just know that it's not paired on both sides, or either up or down or both sides. Okay, so that's lone pair for you. So these noble gases has achieved what they call the octet stability. So they are stable. Option B, all have completely filled valence shell. JAMB UTME candidate 2026. Congratulations on earning a free mark for JAMB UTME 2026. Am I not a good guy? Thank you for taking this lecture. Do not forget to also share this video to your friends and family, those you want to succeed in JAMB UTME or WAEC 2026. Do you have any question? Drop your question in the comments, and I will do justice to your questions as soon as I come in contact with them. At this point, I'm out. Peace out. JAMB 2026 candidates, guys, what's going on? Guys, why is everybody demanding explanation to this repeated question? Or is it because JAMB is going to repeat this question in JAMB 2026? Okay, well, I'm a good guy. I will teach you in the simplest form. I will explain everything to you. If I explain this question here and you don't understand it and start blasting any question that comes from bond and bonding, just know that you have either village problem, home problem, or away problem. One of the three. Or maybe you even have the three of them. Or I am not just the right fit to solve your problem. Let's go straight to the question. Please, no textbook in my class. So if you have textbook with you there, throw away that textbook. You don't use textbook to prepare for JAMB UTME. I don't coach people that way. No. I've had students score 300 plus without opening textbooks. They just take my lectures and take my JAMB must repeat questions, my series, my English lectures, and that's it. So JAMB UTME candidates 2026, they are all here. Everybody, take your pen and your paper. That's what we use here. Start penning down anything you understand. Do not just waste this opportunity. Pen down. Let's go. Fire down. JAMB must repeat question 6. Based on popular demand. The question reads, the bond between sodium and X is likely to be, X is unknown. They put it there, X. Just like looking for S in mathematics. So, he said it's likely to be A, covalent, B, dative, C, ionic, D, metallic. Where wahala go come enter now? Where your village people go carry now that number gone for your forehead? Now when he be say, you don't know the types of bond. You don't know chemical bond. Anyways, I'm a good guy. I will teach you. That's why you are here. That's why you are watching this video. I will teach you. So, what is bond or chemical bonding? Since we are not talking about physical bonding, we are talking about chemical bonding. When elements or compounds are chemically bound together. Chemically, remember, there is also physical bonding or physical bond. Yes. There's also physical bond. There's chemical bond. But here we are treating chemical bond. Okay. So physical bond is the kind of bond that can be separated with physical processes. But chemical bonds can only be separated with chemical processes. For example, when you carry rice and pour into a melted candle wax, that's a physical bonding. It can be separated with what? With physical process. When you heat it up, it separates. That's a physical bond. But a chemical bond is a chemical compound chemically bound together. You might need a chemical process to separate such bond, or you can separate it by decomposition, which is decomposition by heat. You heat it to separate it. Various ways. Having understood what physical and chemical bonds are, let's look at the bonds each. So for chemical bonds, I say chemically bound together. Okay, elements or compounds chemically bound together. That's the process of chemical bonding. So chemical bonding is a chemical process. So the types of chemical bonds, we have the covalent bond, we have the dative bond. Dative bond can also be called coordinate bond, because in your exam you might see it as dative bond, you might see it as coordinate bond. C is ionic bond, then D is metallic bond. What is a covalent bond? A covalent bond is a kind of bond that commonly exists between a liquid and a liquid. Two liquids bonding covalently, or a liquid and a gas bonding covalently. And such substance that undergo covalent bond is called covalent substance. So any substance that undergo covalent bonding is called covalent substance. During covalent bonding, the elements shares electron. Okay, so this one donate one, this one donate one, this one donate another one, this one donate another one. They share electrons. Instead of element on the right to donate electron to the element on the left, and the element on the left receives the electron, just like a redox reaction. It does not occur that way in covalent bond. What happens in covalent bond is that the electrons are shared. They share it, okay? They just bond and share the electrons like this, like this. So the electrons are shared like this. Instead of giving me a take, we say, okay, since we have 2 electrons left, let's share it. That's covalent bond. And covalent bond is not that strong. It's not a strong bond. So what are the features of covalent substances? Covalent substances, they bond with a dark smoke. You know, when they combust, you can see some kind of smoke. You understand? So they smoke when they combust. They have low boiling points. That's it for covalent bond. Let's go to dative bond. B, option B. Dative bond is just remember, always remember relationship. Relationship. That's dative bond. Dating. It can also be called coordinate bond. So dating, just look like 2 elements are dating. It's a kind of bond that is not strong. It occurs between elements that easily get dissociated. Any small thing will just bring breakup. That's the relationship thing we are talking about here. It's a relationship, it's not married. They are temporarily combined together. Temporarily combined together. They are highly unstable. Temporarily combined together. Any small waka can just bring breakup for the relationship. The next we have here is C, ionic bond. What is ionic bonding? Ionic bonding is the process whereby a solid substance bonds with a liquid substance. So solid liquid. During the ionic bonding, one of the substance or one of the element donates an electron and the other receives. It's a redox process, not like the covalent bond where they share electron instead. Compound that undergoes ionic bonding is called ionic compound. So what are the features of ionic compound? The first feature of ionic compound, they bond with a clearer flame. They don't smoke and they have high melting points because they are solids at room temperature. Most of them are solids at room temperature. So they have high melting points. Then let's look at metallic bonding. You know metallic bond? Metallic bonds are bonds that exist in metal. One of the strongest bonds strongly holds the molecule of metal. That's metallic bond. We also have hydrogen bond, which is a bond that exists in water. It is responsible for the floating of ice in water. It binds the hydrogen and the oxygen molecules together. We also have the van der Waals force, which is a weak force of attraction between, it's not a bond, it's just a force of attraction between molecules of substances, okay? It holds the molecule in place temporarily. Any small disturbance can easily break the van der Waals force or remove the force of attraction between the molecules, van der Waals force. Van der Waals force is responsible for the lubricating property of graphite. It's because of the van der Waals force that loosely holds the molecule of graphite. That's why graphite can be used as a solid lubricant. With all we have explained now, I know you already know the answer to this question, but let's go back to the chemical equation. The bond between sodium and S is likely what? Remember, this bond here, this substance here, ionized to form sodium ion and 2 ion, a negative ion of that bond was the answer. The bond between a gas and a solid is easy. So A, covalent bond is not the answer. D, metallic bond is not the answer. B, dative bond is not the answer. Or for your correct option, C, ionic bond. Hope you have learned 1 or 2 things that is going to be beneficial to you in your JAMB UTME and YF 2026. Congratulations, UTME candidate 2026. Congratulations on earning your free mark in a platter of diamond for your JAMB UTME 2026. Congratulations, Congratulations. Do well to drop a like on this video, share this video to your friends and family, subscribe and follow for more at Nkwado Augustine across all social media platforms. Do you have any question? Drop your question in the comment section and I will do justice to your question immediately I see it. JAMB UTME 2026 candidates, no lose guard. I'm out. Peace out.